Hey, Em. Welcome. No, it's your turn.
Welcome to the Pod Cafe.
Oh, thanks. Just one today.
Oh, just one coffee.
Do you have... No, one seat. One person.
Oh, I'm seating you.
I'm not with anyone.
You. Since when do coffee places seat you?
Yeah, I guess I could seat myself.
Yeah, please
That's
seat
fine.
yourself.
I will seat myself.
What are you drinking? Coffee? Do you need a coffee?
Should I pretend that you brought me my coffee?
I don't know how that would be possible because we're in really far away.
I'm drinking 2 coffees.
Yeah, tell me about them.
Right now. Well, my first one that I haven't actually tried yet, so we're going to do it live right now.
Ooh, this is fun.
Weird.
Why? It's coffee.
It's okay. It's very fruity.
Oh, what kind of fruit?
Yeah, maybe not bad. Just wasn't expecting it. But so I went to the Nespresso boutique yesterday and was planning on buying some holiday coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And they tricked me with their wrapping. So there's some coffees that they're limited editions, and I thought that meant holiday, and they come wrapped like Christmas presents. And then the little capsules have like snowflakes on them and stuff. Turns out that's not their holiday coffee. And the holiday coffee is wrapped. Actually, I have it because I didn't know this was a holiday one. It's wrapped just like this.
Oh, that's nice.
Just like a normal
that's confusing.
Black and white. Yeah, so...
You have to dig a little deeper while you're there, huh?
Yeah, so the holiday wrapped coffee that I'm drinking is Oh, this is great because the other coffee goes with it. So I'm drinking a Repubblica Dominicana coffee. It's very fruity. But not holiday themed. Apparently they have like praline flavored and like macadamia, and I didn't know. But so I'm actually going to dump this into my other coffee. It's just a shot of espresso. The other coffee I made a pot of was something I'm really liking actually. It is Cafe Bustelo.
Okay. You say a lot of fancy words with your coffee now.
Yeah, well, I think the fancier and more foreign the words, the better it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
So this Cafe Bustelo comes in like a yellow tin. It's got like yellow packaging, and every word on there is in Spanish.
Oh. So you know everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I wonder how it's gonna be mixed with this fruity coffee.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, good.
But anyway, that's what I'm drinking.
All right. Well, I'm also drinking a coffee. Do you want me to tell you about it?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Cool. So, today we're going to have a holiday theme. And so I was like, my coffee should be holiday themed too. So I'm drinking just a Starbucks K-Cup because you can't expect me to go get a coffee when we record at this hour. It's too early.
Okay.
But it's the holiday blend. And it's pretty good. I like it. It is a, let me tell you how they describe it. Herbal, sweet, and maple notes.
Interesting. That sounds like a tea
Kind
thing.
of, yeah. I can taste the maple. It's a little sweet, but it's good. It's a medium roast.
I've actually heard that their holiday blend is pretty good.
I actually really like their Christmas blend. But I don't think they make that in the K-Cup version. But I like it because it's a dark roast.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Yeah, I like that. I typically like the dark roasts better than light roasts.
Except for, I think light roasts have more caffeine. Yeah.
Yes. I think that's true, except I also thought espresso had more caffeine.
Yeah, we learned that last week.
Yeah.
So, since we're doing Christmas theme today, or holiday theme, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a story to start us off.
Okay.
So, last night, my neighbors were having a holiday party. I could tell because I was staring in their window, and they were all wearing, like, holiday sweaters and bows and glitter and whatnot. However...
Oh, so not neighbors below you.
Next to me,
you.
like the building next door. Yeah.
Got it.
And I think I've learned how crappy my windows are, and maybe also how bad their windows are, because as I was trying to go to sleep, I felt like my bed was just in the middle of the party. It was so
crazy.
loud. And I was like, geez, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta get up early. I got a podcast. Like, and yeah, so I slept with earplugs in and took a sleeping pill. And I don't think I slept well because I just felt like I was in the middle of a holiday party the whole time, which is not fun when you're trying to sleep through a holiday party. You either want to be at it or you don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but if you wanted to be at it, it's kind of convenient because it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be
it's
at
like,
it.
Yeah, you get to go to the holiday party, but you don't even have to leave your bed.
I didn't want to be at the holiday party.
It's like a party for one. What kind of sleeping pill did you take?
I really like the Ollie melatonin gummies. You know, the Ollie brand?
Oh. I don't know the Ollie
well, let me
brand.
tell you about it. Do you know the Method brand of cleaning products?
Yes.
So one of the founders of Method, after they sold Method, started a new company, and they make gummy vitamins, and it's called Ollie.
Ollie, like Olley or Alli?
Ollly.
Ollly.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they're really great. And well, usually they're really great, but I guess during a Christmas party they don't help me much.
Yeah, I guess not. So it wasn't really a sleeping pill. It's just a melatonin pill.
Melatonin. Yeah.
I took some brandless melatonin.
Oh,
last
yeah?
night. But I always cut them in half because a full one knocks me out for like a day.
Oh, really? That's funny. I can
Yeah.
take like 2 and still not fall asleep sometimes.
Well, I think I read somewhere that like melatonin is produced in like 3 or 6 milligram tablets. And that's actually way more than a person needs.
Interesting.
You only need like, I think you don't even need half of that. But yeah, so I always cut it in half because I literally can't get up in the mornings if I take a full one.
Yeah, that.
And also sometimes if I take too much melatonin, I actually can't sleep.
Yeah, I think that might be my problem. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I took one and I haven't fallen asleep yet. Let me take another one. And then I'm awake all night.
Yeah, it gets weird. Like my body like tries to fall asleep, but then it gets restless, and like I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well.
Yep, I always cut it in half. I did a Christmas thing yesterday.
What'd you
A
do?
holiday thing. I went and I was craving some nuts from the Chris Kringle market.
Oh, yeah.
So I went there.
You nailed that word,
with
too.
Alex and got some. Yeah, I gotta Google it. I don't. What is it?
Chris Kringle, I think, or Chris Kringle. Chris Kringle.
It's definitely CHR. Chris.
Oh, I thought it started with a K.
Oh. Chris Kin. Yeah. No. CHRISTKINDL.
Chris
Market.
Chris Kringle.
Chris Kringle Market. So I went there, and it was really funny because the line to, like, it was just really crowded. It was tough to get in. And then these 2 cops start walking by, like, kind of seriously. And one has, like, an assault rifle strapped to his chest. And they're like, excuse us. And then someone with a badge was leading them in. I was like, oh, shoot, something happened in there. And so people are getting out of the way and letting them in. And I followed them. They were just buying nuts.
Hey, that was a good deal then to follow them because they got their nuts, you got your nuts.
Yeah, we went right to the nuts. I got some amaretto
Oh, yeah, you
flavored
love
cashews.
those.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I really want to go back and try all the nuts except for the almonds because I'm allergic. Oh, they have one in Naperville and Milwaukee.
Oh.
Not just Chicago. I'll tell you what, they need to expand because this Daily Plaza thing is
too small.
Too small. There's too many people.
Mm.
There's also not a lot of information on their website. Oh, I guess you gotta go. About the market.
I was gonna say, what kind of information are you looking for?
I don't really know. Each year, people from all over the world visit the Chris Kringle market. It's weird that Chris Kringle and market are one word. They don't separate those words.
Mm.
The outdoor market in Chicago Loop has become so popular and loved that any Chicagoan will tell you that they cannot imagine the city without it.
Can you imagine the city without it?
No, I can't. I cannot imagine it. It must always be there. It's no longer just a German tradition. It has become a Chicago institution. The unique shopping experience, typical German food and drinks, as well as diverse holiday entertainment make the Chris Kringle Market Chicago a preferred and popular destination. I don't know why that was so hard for me.
Yeah,
in 2016
that
and
was a normal word.
2017, the Chris Kringle Market opened 2 other locations at Napier Settlement and Gallagher Way in Wrigleyville. Oh, what?
Oh, why didn't you go to that one?
To rave reviews. I didn't know it was there. Plus, I was downtown at the Nespresso Boutique already.
How many times a week do you go to the Nespresso Boutique?
I've only been there twice in my life.
Yeah. But has it been 2 weeks in a row? Because then I think that's a trend.
I think it's been 2 weeks since I've been there. So I didn't go last podcast.
Okay. Maybe if they get to know you there, though, they'll just, like, have your coffee ready.
You know what's funny about that is every single employee there knows who Alex is and says hi to him every time he comes in, and they have, like, they're like friends.
Oh, because he goes there that often?
He goes there all the time, at least once a week, possibly more. But, yeah, he knows everybody there. It's so crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah. So anyway, this market thing is great. Really just the nuts are great. Although you've had the spice wine. How is the spice wine?
It's an acquired taste, I feel like. I'm not a big, like, mulled wine fan.
Sure.
Like, it's warm and thick, and, I mean, it's okay, but...
I don't really actually know what mulled wine is.
Just, like, wine made on the stove, so it's warm, and there's a bunch of fruit in it, and I don't know.
I guess wine typically isn't warm, right?
No, not usually.
Not
heated, I guess.
Oh, never mind. It makes sense. First of all, there is nothing like describing mulled wine. There's only recipes for mulled wine on the internet. And the first related search was, how do you mull wine? And I thought it didn't make sense as a verb, but I get it now. It does.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's a verb. You can mull things.
Yeah, you can mull things. Yeah, so that was my Christmas thing yesterday. Oh, I thought that was older than this. It only started in 1995. This market thing started by the German American Chamber of Commerce of the Midwest.
You mean the one in Chicago?
The one in Chicago.
Or like the concept of the
Chicago's
market.
Chicago's market specifically, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a Germany one that's been around for like 100 years.
Probably. Oh, they actually invited companies from Germany to participate in the first market in 1996. Wow. It was an instant success.
Well, that's good. I guess you wouldn't want to invite them and have a bunch of no-shows.
Yeah. Turns out it's been a staple ever since. Not much history other than that.
Bummer.
Yeah. It was kind of nice this time, though, because last year I feel like it was freezing when I went. And this year, like, I don't know, I was only wearing a pretty light jacket.
Oh, yeah. All you needed was a light jacket?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yeah. So it was nice to hang out, though the nuts are pretty expensive. It's like $8 for a snack size.
Yeah.
It's 18
You gotta
for
just
a
buy
large.
the bigger one. And
Yeah, they take cash only too, which is kind of inconvenient. But
yeah, it really is.
anyway, that was my holiday. It's about the only holiday thing I've done thus far. We didn't set up a tree or anything.
Yeah. Which brings me to a thought. When do you think, like, real Christmas trees are going to stop being a thing? Because don't you feel like cutting down all those trees is, like, a little bit against, like, just what this 21st century is all about?
Yes and no. I actually think, like, people have Christmas tree farms, so they grow them specifically to be cut down.
That's true.
There's a guy. Shoot, who was I talking to? He literally. Oh no, this is gonna bother me. But he like takes time off during the season to go to the East Coast and just sell Christmas trees. That's what he does for money. God, I wonder if it was a jiu-jitsu guy I was talking to, or...
So he grows them and then sells them?
I guess I don't know if he grows them or not. For sure he sells them. He
So
probably
it's just
does.
like
He probably
almost
has
a
farm.
hobby.
Yeah, but he takes time off from everything else he's doing during the season and goes and does that. Oh,
Wow.
I wish I knew who I was talking to about that. I'm never going to remember. But
Do you know you can also rent Christmas trees?
real ones? Live Christmas trees?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you do after you're done using it?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Okay. I feel like fake Christmas trees are more practical because you only have to buy one and it lasts you for a number of years.
Yeah, but then they like don't smell like a real tree. Like it's only half the real Christmas spirit.
Well, I have never gone out and got an actual real Christmas tree.
Yeah, me either,
so I don't
actually,
really
which seems
know.
sad. I feel like we should have done that before.
Especially in Chicago. I was talking to this guy. He lives in Texas. He lives in Austin. And him and his girlfriend were having this debate on whether or not a real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree is better.
Okay.
And his point was, or her point was, the whole experience of going out and getting a tree is much better than just buying a fake one. And he was like, yeah, sure, if you live in a place where that's actually fun and there's snow and it's holiday. We live in Texas where we have to sweat our balls off to go get a tree. And it's not a fun experience at all. So
Yeah. So here they do a lot of the cutting down tree thing, and there's like a whole tree park that's like kind of by the bay where people go and get their trees. But everyone here kind of has small cars because like it's not really practical to have a big car in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And people tend to have like nice cars because there's not really weather here that ruins your car. So then you see all of these huge trees on top of these little cars and it just looks ridiculous.
So this is this will be a nice little advertisement for this company called rentxmastree.com. And how it works is, since 2009, we've been offering a convenient and environmentally friendly alternative by celebrating the holidays with a living Christmas tree. We make this possible by caring for thousands of potted fir, spruce, cedar, and redwood trees in our nursery, making them ready to be delivered to your... Oh, they get delivered.
Oh, that's convenient.
Afterwards...
I wonder if they bring them all the way up the stairs, because I would need someone to take it upstairs.
I imagine they do. You get the tree for 30 days, and afterwards, we return and pick up the tree. That's it.
Wow.
No waste, no messy disposal, and best of all, not a single tree had to be cut.
Because they grow them in a pot.
Yeah.
Huh. That's fascinating.
They must not be very big.
I feel like they can't be. Like, how does a tree, like, get its, like, root situation going?
Guess
and
what?
grow?
They have a viewing gallery. So, let's check out. Yeah, okay.
You're not sold. You don't sound sold.
No. They are literally in a pot. Which one would you like to check out? The Serbian spruce, the Deodar cedar, the Nordman fir special, the classic Nordman fir, or the California redwood?
Ooh, I would like the California redwood.
Yeah, I thought you might. Also known as coastal redwood, this tree is carefully trimmed to offer a full conical shape for a classic-looking Christmas tree. So I'm going to open it up here. But it is...
How tall is it?
sitting in a pot. It's $70.
That's cheap.
Oh, select tree height. They have options. Holy cow. So your options are... Well, for this one, your only option is 7 feet.
Holy cow, that's really tall.
Yeah. In a pot?
Right?
7 feet in a pot? Well, I mean, it's taller than either of us. It's bigger than I thought
by far,
it was.
yeah.
This is so funny. They have, like, different categories that they have their trees rated on. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, what's going on over there? You got a little tickle in that throat?
Yeah, I'm just like...
You're just unwell right now.
I haven't had enough water yet today. But, so their categories are color, fragrance, foliage, foliage.
Foliage. Some
how much tinfoil they
foliage.
have and needle. So this California redwood goes from blue to green. Looks like it's very green. Is rated.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
Its fragrance is very subtle.
Oh, see, I want more fragrance.
The foliage is kind of in the middle.
That time.
It's more towards the full foliage, but it's kind of in the middle. And then the needle is on the softer side. It's not sharp.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah. Okay.
So
I think that gets mostly what I want. Besides, like, fragrance, I really want that thing to smell like it.
Let's see which one has the fragrance. Maybe the classic Nordman.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This gorgeous dark green tree with wide, soft, and glossy needles and cascading branches is fast becoming the favorite Christmas tree in California. I think this company is California-based.
Sweet.
Yeah, so
which is kind of weird, right?
Yeah, you still have time if you want to grab one. This one is $60.
I'm not going to get one because I don't want to handle the cleanup. I'm lazy, I think.
Well, they handle the cleanup.
I know, but I don't want to decorate it. I don't want to put things on it.
So your options for this tree are 4.5 feet or 8 feet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this one
has both inopportune heights.
This one has about as subtle as a fragrance as it comes. So no smell.
I'm not into that.
I wonder if any of them have a deodar cedar. Cedar has a fragrance usually.
Yeah.
This one has a majestic shape.
Oh, I don't know what that means. And
gracefully arching branches, making this conifer a beautiful Christmas tree. So let's check out the fragrance here. Nope, pretty subtle.
Which one is that subtle?
Well, I only have 2 options left, I think. So it's either a spruce or this Nordman fir special is a limited edition. It's your best deal, and it's only 3 to 4 feet. And it's a favorite in California.
3 to 4 feet? That is so small.
Yeah, that's pretty tiny. It's got no fragrance. So we got one more option.
Oh, gosh.
And
this better have all of the fragrance.
It is the Serbian spruce. It's an elegant evergreen. And has almost no fragrance. So
What is the kind of Christmas tree that smells like a Christmas tree then?
I'm gonna have to type that into the Google and see if we could find one. Christmas
tree that smells like a Christmas tree.
Not fragrance. Fragrance.
You're struggling with some words today, huh?
Yeah, Christmas tree with best fragrance or most fragrance?
Let's go with most.
Most fragrance.
Because best seems too opinionated.
The balsam fir. The balsam fir is the most fragrant of the trees, making it the most popular Christmas tree variety. They're durable and have short, flat, dark green needles. Would you like to hear about the 5 most popular Christmas trees?
Not really. I'm going to be honest.
Okay. Well.
Okay, so that website that you were just reading all of the trees from, it was called xmasssomething.com.
rentxmasstree.com.
Okay, so that brings me to my next holiday question. You know that, like, I think probably deeply religious-rooted argument of taking the Christ out of Christmas?
Yeah, I think, because Xmas makes it not religious.
Yeah. Is that all it does? Like, was that just intended to, like, shorten the word? Was it to make it not religious? It clearly offended some people.
My theory is that I don't know, actually.
That was super helpful.
I was going to say that it started as just like a fun way of shortening it. But I don't know for sure.
I don't really use Xmas.
Of Xmas.
I think I don't use it because of, like, predictive texting. You know, all I have to do is type, like, CHR, and then my phone usually knows, like, oh yeah, Christmas is coming after that.
There's definitely less of a need.
Yeah.
To, shorten things now. Although my autocorrect has been pretty off its game recently.
Have you ever done that thing where you, like, type one word and then just click on the suggested words after that, like, 10 times to see what sentence you get?
No, I have not.
You should do it. You should do it right now. Start with the word Christmas.
Okay.
Let's see what sentence you get.
Okay. Let's give it a shot. I will text you what it says.
Okay.
Christmas. How many times should I... Oh, shoot. Should I autocorrect Christmas? Because it did that for me.
Yeah, you should autocorrect it. And then just like... Doesn't it, like, recommend words that you might want to select after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, just select a bunch of them till you make a sentence. And then send it to me, and I'll see what you got.
Okay. How do you like this?
Well, let me see. I'll tell you.
You can go ahead and read it out loud to the...
I'm going to.
All right.
Christmas tree and a change to the car was returned to a new story. What?
Yeah, not sure. Not sure. What is that, like, words I use a lot? Or just words that it thinks belongs?
I think it chooses... I think it's a little bit of both, because some of it is trying to predict what you would say after that. Wow, mine is way more normal. I'm sending you one back.
Yeah, I know where some of the words came from, because for my job, I always have to rent a car, and then I always at the end have to say that the car was returned or something. Or so,
okay.
Oh, you sent it already? I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, but mine's super normal.
Let me read this real quick. Around Christmas each year, there are always those who decree the use of the abbreviation Xmas as some kind of blasphemy against Christ and Christianity. This concern has been elevated recently with the public debates about major scenes and the substitution of holiday for Christmas in stores and government venues. Among some religious folks, the objection to Xmas is usually the line that people have taken Christ out of Christmas and replaced him with an unknown with an unknown. For example, on the Voice of Prophecy website, I don't really feel like reading that. It's irrelevant.
Read my text. Okay. It's very normal. Apparently, I don't type weird things. Or maybe my phone's just really smart and it's like, let's make this a normal sentence.
Holiday shopping tomorrow night, and then I'll give you the money for that stuff, and then you can bring me some wine. What? That sounds about right.
Yeah. I'm going to do some shopping. I'll give you the money. You give me wine.
It seems like it was going off of our text between Yumi and Rachel recently.
Yeah. I was trying to tell because for when all that was happening, that was like lunchtime here.
Mm-hmm.
And so my coworkers were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm trying to coordinate a drug deal right now from a distance. And then I tried to explain the whole situation, and they were like, this seems really inconvenient. It's like, I'm just trying to get one person to pick up some wine from another person. It's just, I'm the middleman. It's fine. It's the holidays, guys.
You know what's really funny is when we were texting, I didn't know I've met her before.
I probably met her like 10 times.
Yeah, a bunch of times. And I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I didn't remember that her name was Rachel. And then I got there, and she came out. She's like,
oh, Rachel.
No, she was like, I didn't recognize her at first. And she was like, hey, nice to see you again. And I was prepared to be like, hey, nice to meet you for the first time during a drug deal. And then she said that, and then I was like, have we met before? And then it clicked in my head that she looked very familiar. So
yeah, and that like I spent 4 years of college with her,
yes.
And you've probably met her a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally forgot. But
shoot, I won't tell her that. She would be offended because she remembers everyone.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Didn't
one of those
know.
good people.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I didn't know any of your Wisconsin friends who worked in Chicago, I guess.
All of them used to. What?
Yeah. I guess. Pretty close. Like I don't even think I drove down there, but well, I guess I didn't want to carry wine on the L, but it would have taken me maybe less time to just take the L there. It's pretty close.
Yeah. Actually, when I was trying to decide if this was going to work, I was mapping from your work to her work and from your apartment to her work.
Oh.
And both of them were like 12 minutes. I was like, oh yeah, this will work. This is no big deal.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Okay, so back to the holidays.
Not too far from where I was yesterday, actually.
At the Nespresso place?
That, and the market.
And the market, and all the holidays.
Yeah, because I get off at Clark and Lake on the L to go there. But, yeah.
Okay, so I have another holiday question for you.
Sure.
Actually, this is a little bit of like, I think we should bring this up with the fam.
Okay.
Yeah. So, how come Saint Nick doesn't come anymore? And like, who's this Saint Nick guy?
You know? Well,
don't you remember? He used to like
Saint Nick. But,
yeah, we used to like get things.
Yeah, he puts things in your shoes. Saint Nicholas Day. What?
What?
It's a different. Saint Nicholas Day. I'm gonna type that in. Oh, we missed it. It was Thursday, December 6th.
Yeah.
And let's read some stuff about Saint Nicholas Day, because I actually thought Santa was supposed to be Saint Nick.
No, I think they're two different homies.
Oh. Whoa. The feast day of Saint Nicholas, celebrated as a Christian festival with, this is not what we used to do.
No, we
the
just
American
used to get
Santa Claus, as well as the British Father Christmas, derived from Saint Nicholas. Santa Claus is itself derived in part from the Dutch Sinterklaas, the saint's name in that language.
Okay.
However, the gift-giving associated with these descendant figures is associated with Christmas Day rather than St. Nicholas's Day itself. And also, this says nothing about shoes. It says, this is in the Ukraine. In the Ukraine, children wait for St. Nicholas to come and put presents under their pillows. like the tooth
Oh,
fairy.
like the tooth fairy.
Yeah. In the Netherlands.
But wait, why do we use shoes? Why are we putting shoes outside?
We do the Netherlands tradition. In the Netherlands,
Oh, classic.
Dutch children put out a clog filled with hay and a carrot for St. Nicholas's horse.
Why? No, he doesn't have a horse. He has a reindeer.
On St. Nicholas Day, gifts are tagged with personal humorous rhymes written by the sender. Well, this is not at all what we did. Oh, here we go. One custom associated with St. Nicholas Day is children leaving their shoes in the foyer on St. Nicholas Eve in hope that St. Nicholas will place some coins on the soles. So not...
Oh, yeah, we used to get those chocolate coins.
Yeah. North America. Okay, there's a North America option.
We should just go with that one.
Yeah. While feasts of St. Nicholas are not observed nationally, cities with strong German influences like Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Evansville, Indiana, Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh, these are not. I was reading that not correct. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Evansville, Indiana. Yeah.
You were reading them as two places.
Yeah. They celebrate St. Nick's Day on a scale similar to the German custom, although not as widespread as in other countries. Some people in the United States celebrate a separate St. Nicholas Day by putting their shoes outside their bedroom doors or hanging an empty stocking by the fireplace. We do both. On the evening of December 5th, St. Nicholas then comes during the night on the morning of December 6th. Those people will find their shoes/stockings filled with gifts and sugary treats. Widespread adoption of the tradition has spread among the German, Polish, Belgian, and Dutch communities throughout the United States. Americans who celebrate St. Nicholas Day generally also celebrate Christmas Day as a separate holiday. Some of the traditions and rituals of Christmas, such as leaving out a shoe or stocking to be filled, are similar to the traditions of St. Nicholas Day. So, largely German tradition, it seems, and which is interesting because I didn't think our heritage was German at all.
Oh, really? I thought it was like half German.
No, we're for sure half Italian, which is really funny because if you look at me, you would never guess that.
No, me either. And Polish.
Polish. I thought we were, well, it depends on who you ask. Before the wedding we just went to, I thought we were half Italian, and then the rest was like Netherlands, English, a bunch of white things.
Yeah, see, I think I have no idea.
But then, after talking to Kendra, apparently we're half Italian from southern Italy, which are supposed to be dark features, which I don't have.
Not us.
And then a lot Irish. I thought we were zero Irish, but she said we're Irish. And
I thought we were just a little.
Yeah, maybe. And then, so I don't know. I'd be interested to do like one of those ancestry or things.
Yeah.
But it costs money, and I'm not that interested, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't really know how accurate it is.
Yeah, who knows? It seems to be. Alex did it.
You take a hair follicle from me, and you're like, I can tell you're 100-year past.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think so. I'm not a believer.
So anyway, it is interesting that we're half Italian, because I look zero Italian. But anyway, it's Christmas tradition.
So Saint Nick is not Santa.
I guess not. I'm gonna Google is Saint Nick Santa, but I guess it's different. I would like to know. Oh, is Saint Nick Santa Claus? I'd like to know where the whole Santa Claus thing started. This is a website called whychristmas.com.
That's like the people that are like, what's the true meaning of Christmas?
Yeah, this says the man behind the story of Santa Claus was a bishop who lived in the 4th century in a place called Myra in Asia Minor, now called Turkey. He was a
Okay.
very rich man because his parents died when he was young and left him a lot of money. I have to click on
That's
the
nice.
website to get more. Oh, this is a cute little website.
Are there like characters dancing around or something fun?
There's just like a cute little animated Christmas tree in the corner, and
Oh,
there's
that's
a lot of
nice.
little cartoon things on here. So his parents died when he was young and left him a lot of money. He was also a very kind man and had a reputation for helping the poor and giving secret gifts to people who needed it.
Wow, that's so nice of him.
Yeah, his name was Nicholas. So there are several legends about Saint Nicholas, but we don't know if any of them are true.
Or if any of them are related to Santa Claus.
Yeah, the most famous story about Saint Nicholas tells how the custom of hanging up stockings to put presents in first started. And then it wants to tell me it, but I think we get it. Oh, actually, there's a lot of details I didn't know. For example, there was a poor man who had 3 daughters. Okay, it's story time. Once there was a poor man who had 3 daughters. The man was so poor that he did not have enough money for a dowry. So his daughters couldn't get married. In parentheses, in case you don't know, a dowry is a sum of money paid to the bridegroom by the bride's parents on the wedding day. So basically, they're paying someone to marry their daughter.
Interesting.
Yeah. So one night, Nicholas secretly dropped a bag of gold down the chimney and into the house. And this meant that the oldest daughter was then able to be married. The bag fell into a stocking that had been hung by the fire to dry. This was repeated later with the second daughter. Finally, determined to discover the person who had given him the money, the father secretly hid by the fire every evening until he caught Nicholas dropping in a bag of gold. Nicholas, okay, first of all, is he breaking and entering?
I think he is, yeah.
Okay. Nicholas begged the man to not tell anyone what he had done because he did not want to bring attention to himself. But soon the news got out, and when anyone received a secret gift, it was thought that maybe it was from Nicholas. And thus the birth of Santa Claus. So because of his kindness...
So Saint Nick is Santa Claus.
Yeah, so at that point he wasn't a saint.
Okay.
But because of his kindness,
he's just Nick.
he was made a saint.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Saint Nicholas is not only the saint of children, but also of sailors.
Okay.
Yeah. He apparently helped some sailors caught in a dreadful storm off the coast of Turkey one time.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Saint Nick equals Santa Claus, but not really, but kind of. But because we needed something that was a little more marketable than this plain old Nick guy, we had
don't
to
worry. There is a section on here called How Saint Nicholas Became Santa Claus.
Oh, okay, yeah. Update me on that.
But I'd also like to interject this paragraph that they try and skip over. That Saint Nicholas was exiled from Myra and later put in prison.
For what?
During the persecution by the
Emperor. For the breaking and entering?
I'm not seeing a reason. They just said he was put in prison, and no one is really...
I bet it's not for the breaking and entering. I bet they're all okay with that.
Yeah, no one really knows how he died, but they know it was on the 6th of December, and that his bones were stolen from Turkey by some Italian merchant sailors.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, the bones are now kept in the church named after him in the Italian port of Bari. And, yeah, so let's go to how St. Nicholas became Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by that. I gotta know how we got here to this fat man with the beard.
Yeah, so apparently his stories and traditions became pretty unpopular in Europe in about the 16th century.
Okay.
So people didn't like him, probably because he went to prison. But someone had to deliver presents to children at Christmas, obviously. So
that's the true meaning of Christmas.
Yeah, so in the UK, particularly in England, he became known as Father Christmas or Old Man Christmas. An old character from stories plays stories, but there's some typos in this website. So, old character from stories and plays during the Middle Ages.
Okay.
And in France, he was known as Pierre Noël. And okay. In some countries, including parts of Austria and Germany, the present giver became the Christkind, hence the Christkindl market. He was a golden-haired baby with wings who symbolizes the newborn baby Jesus.
Oh.
Not sure how he made that jump.
Yeah.
In the early USA, his name was Chris Kringle. And later, Dutch settlers in the USA took the old stories of St. Nicholas with them, and Chris Kringle and St. Nicholas became Sinterklaas, or as we now say, Santa Claus.
Wow, this all feels like a stretch.
Yeah, I feel like there's some gaps and some jumps made with no reasoning.
I like to think, you remember like the Christmas movies, like the Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Frosty the Snowman?
The animated ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are great.
I like to think those are like all just 100% accurate, because that makes sense. Remember the Santa Claus is Coming to Town one, and that's like the whole...
I feel like I don't remember the Santa Claus is Coming to Town one. Was it called that?
Because yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And that one was about like Nick and how he became Santa Claus.
I remember... Oh, yeah. I do remember this one. Is this the one where he had to learn to walk? 1 foot in front of the other. That song? Do you remember that?
Yeah. But wait, why did he have to learn to walk?
I don't remember. And I feel like he was taught to walk, or maybe it wasn't him. It was somebody else. I remember like an old evil guy, like a snow dude.
Oh yeah, the abominable snowman guy.
God, he was like a old wizard looking dude. I remember the Burgermeister. Meisterburger.
I always thought they were just saying Burgermeister, like cheeseburger.
It's actually spelled both ways. Burgomeister. I think so. A Burgomeister is like the mayor of a town in history, but this one is spelled Burgermeister. Yeah.
He's the meister of all cheeseburgers.
I think just in this movie, though, because it is Burgomaster, is what it's supposed to be. Burgomaster is the English form of various terms in or derived from Germanic
I feel like
languages.
throughout this last hour, you have said a lot of words that you have like tried to throw an accent on or like tried to say correctly, and I would love to know how many you've actually nailed.
Probably all of them.
I don't know.
So, the mean Burgomaster gets a baby on his doorstep, and the name tag reads Claus.
Oh,
That's how that movie starts.
Yep.
And they name him Chris.
Oh, not Nick.
No, Chris, as in Chris Kringle.
Yeah. Yep, I remember now.
Yeah. I don't remember why he has to... Oh, the Winter Warlock. That's who it was.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
The Winter Warlock captures him. And then he gives him a toy train as a present. And
Is he a child at this time?
Nah. I feel like he's not.
Like, I'm still confused when we had to learn to walk.
Why?
And why.
There's a video game, too, apparently.
For what game system?
A video game based on the film was released on November 8th, 2011 for the Wii and Nintendo DS.
Oh.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Why did Chris Kringle need to learn to walk? I don't think it was him. I think it was the Winter Warlock.
Oh, who had to learn to walk?
Yeah.
They should
Winter
put these movies on Netflix.
Warlock learns to walk.
I'm going to ask Netflix if they can do that.
Yeah, here it is. I just don't remember why he has to learn to walk. I think we're going to find out, though. I was going to play the song, but I think it's just going to play in my headphones. Yeah. You wish to give me a present? A toy? Nobody ever gives me no warlock. This is what he did. A toy. So he gives him a toy train. And then I think the walking's metaphorical,
Okay.
not literal.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's talking about the evil winter warlock turning to the good side. He's taking it one step at a time.
Oh, yeah. One foot in front of the other.
Yeah. And
Soon he'll be
soon
walking out
you'll...
the door.
Yeah. A choo-choo. He called it a choo-choo.
Oh.
He always wanted a choo-choo. The winter warlock.
Did he?
Yeah. His icy heart, it melted.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, so that's that. I think we
that's
answered your original question, right?
I think so. Well, I still feel unclear. What was my original question? Is St. Nick Santa Claus?
Remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Interesting. I don't want to get sucked into that video.
I really want those movies to be on Netflix. I'm going to ask Netflix if they can do that. Because we only have, like, VHS versions and, like, no way to play that.
Yeah, what other one? They had Frosty, they had Rudolph, they had
oh yeah, the Rudolph one was
this
good.
one, they had Little Drummer Boy.
What was the one with... Oh yeah. What was the one... And they're all like these weird like clay creatures.
They're stop motion, yeah. They literally are clay. It takes forever to make those movies.
What was the one with like the Land of Lost Toys or whatever?
That was Rudolph. That
was Rudolph?
With Herbie, right? Herbie the elf.
Oh yeah.
But he wants to be a dentist.
The dentist. Yeah. I wonder what they were going for with that. Like, tell kids they can be whatever they want to be. And maybe this is a profession that was lacking at this time. So let's convince everyone to be dentists.
Yeah, a dentist is a funny. weird profession to pick.
Yeah.
Dentist. Oh, Hermie, not Herbie.
Oh.
His name is Hermie.
Hermie.
Yeah, he wants to be a dentist. Did Hermie? Yeah. Okay, the first website is newdentistblog.org, and it's titled, "Did Hermie inspire you to be a dentist?"
I would love if someone was like writing their dentist school application, being like, Hermie totally spoke to me.
Yeah, when I was a child, ever since I saw Hermie. Apparently, this is as of 2014, he continues to do his part in increasing oral health literacy among children and adults. 50 years after the animated classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer first aired on national television. There's an online campaign to help promote oral health literacy. I think it features Hermie.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's still doing his part.
He's out there. Yeah, yep. He's out there being a dentist.
Yep, we out here.
What else do you like about Christmas?
I like peppermint.
That was so weird.
Yeah.
You could like so many things and you just went with peppermint?
I like fires in the fireplace.
I don't like fires. Due to my new life, I don't like fires.
Yeah, I guess not the best in San Francisco. By the way, I looked up because I was listening to this podcast, and the guy on it, he's like 40 something, I don't know, but to challenge himself, he signed up to be a wild firefighter. You know what I mean? I forgot what they're
Mhm.
called. Woodland firefighter, whatever.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. The job, not worth it. They get paid like
No?
$16 an hour, and seems pretty
to like
dangerous.
really, really risk your life.
That, and it's really hard apparently.
Mhm.
So, not something I will be pursuing ever.
That's fair.
I also think you
that's
actually have to be. I thought you actually had to be a firefighter, but maybe not.
Okay. You know what else I like about Christmas? Actually, I don't think I like this about it. I just find it to be like entertaining in the world. Is like holidays that have come from Christmas.
I'm not understanding.
Okay, let me tell you. Like how we choose to like name other days around Christmas. Like Boxing Day. You know about Boxing Day?
No, what is Boxing Day?
You tell me.
Okay. Well, don't you know? It's on
I do
December
know.
26th.
I know, it's the day after Christmas, and it's when you go to the store with all of the gifts you don't want and return them.
Oh. Okay.
It's a whole day. Like, somehow the retail world has taken over the day after Christmas as well.
So, I can't believe this is a holiday, but it's celebrated on the day after Christmas. It actually originated in the United Kingdom. And Boxing Day, although the attached bank holiday or public holiday, sometimes it's 2 days later. St. Stephen's Day, it's also St. Stephen's Day. In Ireland, it's celebrated on St. Stephen's Day. It's not telling me what it is. It's just telling me where it is. There are competing theories for the origins of the term, but none of them are definitive. I don't really care where the term came from. This is the most unhelpful Wikipedia page ever.
It's probably because Wikipedia needs you to donate some money to them.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah.
Shopping.
They can't be helpful to you until you pay them.
Sport. There's a sport. In the United Kingdom, it is traditional for all top-tier football leagues in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and the Premier League. They hold full programs of football and rugby matches on Boxing Day. So it's like Thanksgiving when they have football.
Oh, yeah. I feel you.
It's also one of the main days in the hunting calendar. There's a lot of horse racing on Boxing Day.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I just thought we were all going back to the store and returning things we don't like.
Some cricket matches, several ice hockey contests. Oh, in some African Commonwealth nations, there's a lot of boxing held on Boxing Day.
Like actual boxing?
Yeah.
Here's my problem with Boxing Day. Besides the fact that it seems like a little excessive to go the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
It also seems extremely efficient to put everything back in boxes and then carry the boxes to the store.
Seems
you know?
Efficient or inefficient?
Inefficient. Like, let's just put it all in a bag, carry one bag, and let's recycle the boxes.
Don't they have to be in the boxes to be returned?
Oh, I guess some items. I was picturing more like clothes things that someone then put in a box and wrapped up and gave to you. Like, we should just put that in a bag and then go to the store. I don't think we should put it back in the box.
Yeah, you could
and then
probably
bring this whole
do
box to the store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a big cardboard everywhere day, though. I don't know.
Yeah, there definitely is. Wow.
Sorry.
What was that?
I accidentally clicked on something and then it started making a noise.
Sounded like sleigh bells.
Yeah, it was about to tell me the 12 nightmares before Christmas.
Nightmares? Or night bears?
Yeah. Nightmares.
Oh. If it was night bears, that would interest me.
Why?
Because I didn't know there were any night bears, let alone 12.
That's fair. Okay.
Okay.
Got anything else?
I really don't.
Yeah, me either.
All right. Well, that was about an hour. So
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and
happy holidays.
listen to our podcast.
Happy
Yeah.
Chanukah.
And Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
Yeah. Man, we
Yeah.
didn't do any Hanukkah things. Is that not inclusive of us?
Well, one thing, like when this airs, Hanukkah's way over.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't really
So-
know the dates of Hanukkah.
Yeah, like we already missed it.
Yeah, it definitely.
So there's
already
that.
happened.
Christmas is like our most timely relevant thing because this will be the day before Christmas Eve.
When is Kwanzaa?
That I don't know. You could tell me that. Well, you look that up while I tell everyone where they can listen to us. So happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Merry
Happy.
Kwanzaa,
I believe it's happy.
Happy Kwanzaa. Sorry that we only got to Christmas, but it's most top of mind. It's what we celebrate, you know, selfishly. But you can listen to us on Libsyn, YouTube, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes. You know, give us a listen, send us some tweets, give us a follow. You can tweet at us at _podcafe, and you can email us too at podcafe.contact@gmail.com. And, you know, just tell us about your holiday season.
Kwanzaa begins on December 26th and ends on January 1st.
Oh, we got so much time for Kwanzaa.
Mm-hmm. Just about.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Do you have a question for the audience? That
Sure.
They could tweet at us about?
What are, well, some, I forgot, are these questions something they're supposed to be Googling?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
How about the most bizarre holiday traditions?